Just try to crack this and let me know about it. If any one of you all get it, please let me know about it. Raise your hands, we'll solve it right now. Yes, anybody? Come on, Neha, Anaita, Aisha, Nabil, Mariam, Shub, Iho, Soham, Swam has put forward his answer. Yes, Swam. Good. Can you tell me how to go about Swam? Oh, well, Swam has already got the answer. Now the question is, anybody else who wants to answer for it, students? You can unmute yourself and you can answer. I'll speak out the question, students. We are first speaking about the sixth one, student. A vector with a magnitude of 8 meter is added to a vector A. which lies along the x-axis, students. The sum of these two vectors is a third vector that is along y-axis and has a magnitude that is twice the magnitude of A. What is the magnitude of A, students? Anybody? Shub, can you answer for it, Shub?
Trying.
Okay. Neha, what about you, Neha? Okay. Can you unmute yourself, Neha? And
Yes,
answer?
sir.
Bolo.
Sir, 8 plus A I cap is equals to 2 A J cap.
Now, Neha, you said it 8 plus what you said it?
A plus 8,
A plus.
8,
Okay. And that will be equal to?
A 2 A J cap.
No, A plus 8 is equal to what you said it? Something?
2 A
2A.
J cap.
Okay. Now, Neha, tell me this. What have you put over here? Is it the vector part of it you
Sir,
have put
I
it over?
cap.
Okay. That means ये तुम्हारा vector notation है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, what you did is absolutely correct. लेकिन थोड़ा सा vector notation में it's not presented properly. Students, Neha has already got the question, students. Let me put forward a solution for it. What she has done is she has tried to put forward in terms of vector notation. Let us understand this. Students, दिया हुआ है a vector of magnitude 8 meter. ध्यान से सुनना, okay? Magnitude 8 meter is added to a vector A. That means let us say that 8 meter be another vector B is added with vector A, where the magnitude of B, let me take it as 8 meter, and that I'm adding with vector A. This vector A lies along which axis? X-axis. Same thing, please students, same thing I can write down as vector B plus this vector lies along x-axis. So can I run this as AI? Of course, I can write down this in terms of unit vector. The sum of these two vectors is a third vector. The sum of these two vectors is a third vector we consider. Let us assume that the third vector is C. Okay. The sum of these two vectors is a third vector, and this third vector, students, lies along the y-axis. This third vector lies along y-axis. See, J we consider, and has a magnitude. That is twice the magnitude of vector A. That is twice the magnitude of vector A. So can I run vector B, vector A along x-axis, vector C along this? Now, students, is this part clear to all of you all? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in this case, now when you look into it, students, what exactly it is? Vector B plus vector A is equal to vector C, students. Is that clear? Please try to understand this. Very, very clearly it is. The two vectors are given to you, B plus A is equal to C. Okay, or they are like, but I have tried to take the vectors in that manner. Magnitude of vector B 8 दिया है. Agreed? Vector A is along, we consider is along x-axis. Vector C is along y-axis, and the magnitude of vector C is twice A. Now, if I want to show in form of a diagram, can I show in form of a diagram also? Why not? तो बोले सर वेक्टर ए एक्स एक्सिस पे है Let me take this as x-axis. This is y-axis. Okay. Let us consider this as the origin. Vector A along x-axis. I'll take this as vector A. Agreed. This is along x-axis. If I add it to vector B, तो उनका जो resultant है that is C. और वो y-axis है. Means can I say y-axis is always perpendicular to x-axis? Students, y-axis is always perpendicular to x-axis. यानी अगर ये tail head हुआ, tail head, तो शायद मेरा दूसरा वेक्टर इस तरफ ही जाएगा. Tail head, tail head. Tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector. Means can I say my resultant vector is this and my vector B will be this? Is this clear to all of you all? क्या ये diagram clear हुआ सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
हाँ.
B is in hypotenuse Y.
Of course, because when I go for triangle law of vector addition मिल रहा है ना, एक के साथ में B को ऐड किया है ना, तो देखो ना triangle law of vector addition में क्या हो रहा है? You have tail, head, tail, head. The resultant will be tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector. That's the triangle law of vector addition.
Okay, yes, sir.
So we consider A, B, your resultant will be in the direction. So this is vector A, this is vector B, and vector C will be mutually perpendicular to it. Now, students, can you solve it? Now, can you solve in this particular way? Can you get the answer accordingly? Yes. तो कोई भी स्टूडेंट को कैन सॉल्व इट. सी कितना दिया है तो बोलोगे सर मैग्नीट्यूड अगर मैं देखो तो सर मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ सी कितना दिया है ट्वाइस है. Is that clear? This I'll take it as 8 itself only. How much is the magnitude of B is given to me as 8? Can I use my theorem of Pythagoras in this case? Is this clear? So students, can I say 64 square? Sorry, 64 is equal to what? 2a the whole square plus a square. That's 64 is equal to 4a square plus a square. 64 is equal to 5a square. Therefore, a square is equal to 64 by 5. So what exactly a will be equal to what? 8 by root 5. And since it's along which axis we consider? Vector A is along x-axis. My answer will be plus I cap. If I write on this is in terms of magnitude. If I want to write in terms of vector, is this clear to all of you all? Students, is the question clear to all of you all? 6-1.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Can I erase this and go ahead with the next one, 7th one? Can I erase this, students?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Can anybody give me the answer for the next one, students? Question number 7. Anyone? Question 7. It's a good question, no, students? A ship is standing at point O. A ship is standing at point O and sets out to sail to a point A 120 kilometers due north of O. An unexpected storm blows the ship to a point B 100 kilometers due east of O. East direction is along I cap and north direction is along J cap. Find vector B A. Is anybody? Neha has again put forward an answer. Very good, Neha. Anybody else? Come on, other than Neha, please, anybody? Farhan, what about you? Devansh, Akshat, Anesh, Arif, Ayush, Christy, Harshal, Izar, Manas, Nikhil, Oj, Pio, come on, answer Pio.
Trying, sir.
Swayam has posted his answer. Good, Swayam. Let me check it. Swayam, there was one more friend of yours who was there in the last lecture who was answering.
Manomai.
Okay. Now, students, the two answers have been posted. One is posted by Neha and the other one is by Swayam, students. And Swayam is more appropriate. Neha, Swayam is more appropriate. Neha, just read the last statement proper, Neha. Just read the last statement properly. Students, whenever you're solving questions, do remember your answers are within the statement itself only given in the question. Read statements very, very carefully. You'll get the answers in that. Since the batch is merged, many students have completed this chapter. And for students who are under me, they are on completion today. But you should try to gain confidence, students. As you move further, you should feel confident, you know the matter, students. नेहा थोड़ा ध्यान से रीड करो लास्ट स्टेटमेंट. Absolutely correct, Neha. नया अनम्यूट करो, नया अनम्यूट करो।
Yes, sir.
नया तो फिर पहले क्यों नहीं किया? मुझे ऐसा ऐसा एक पंच देने का मन करता है मुझे, पंच। हाँ नया, पहले क्यों नहीं सोचा?
Sorry, sir.
नहीं, यानी ध्यान से नहीं रीड किया ना? But good. Now she has got it. Let us discuss, students. Let us go discuss. Okay. Shubh, did you get it, Shubh?
No, sir.
क्या कर रहा है Shubh? Okay, now listen carefully, students. Okay. Uh, a ship standing at point O sets out to sail to a point at 120 kilometers due north. Students, ये ध्यान में रखना students, अगर कभी भी कोई ऐसे questions पूछते हैं, forget about this part. अगर उन्होंने बोला है, ध्यान से सुना, suppose if they say a ship sails 30 degrees north of west. उसका मतलब उसका डायग्राम कैसे करना है? Anybody can tell me? हाँ students, this is the origin. I consider this is north, this is south, this is west, and this is east. Friends, if I say a ship is sailing 30 degrees north of west, तो इसका 30 degrees कहाँ पे लोगे students? Can you tell me that?
Second quadrant.
Second quadrant में PO, लेकिन कहाँ पे? Second quadrant में 30 degrees. Is this the first answer is correct? Or this, your second answer is correct?
The second.
Louder, PO.
The second answer, I think so.
I think you think very properly. Students, what she said is absolutely correct. पहला नहीं होगा, ये ध्यान में रखो स्टूडेंट्स। यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स बहुत गड़बड़ करते हैं, इसलिए सारे प्रॉब्लम्स गलत हो जाते हैं। जब भी उन्होंने बोला ना सेल्स 30 डिग्री नॉर्थ ऑफ वेस्ट यानी वेस्ट बिकम्स ए रेफरेंस फ्रेम। वेस्ट के हिसाब से तुम्हें 30 डिग्रीज लेना है स्टूडेंट्स। ये देखो, ये ईस्ट है, ये वेस्ट है, तो वेस्ट को तुम्हें एक रेफरेंस फ्रेम लेना है। तुम्हारा एंगल वेस्ट से शुरू होते हुए फिर वहां पे 30 डिग्रीज लेना है। ये ध्यान में रखना, यानी ये तुम्हारा 30 डिग्रीज नहीं होगा। यू हैव टू कंसीडर दिस पार्ट ऑफ इट। क्या ये क्लियर हुआ टू ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स इनसाइड दिस पर्टिकुलर ग्रुप? 31
Yes,
students.
sir.
Yes,
Many
sir.
students must be knowing it because they have already done it earlier. Is that clear? So they know it in that case. But if as if Piyush answered in this case, but this is how you have to consider. Suppose अगर मैंने बोला a boat is sailing towards 37 degrees south of east. 37 degrees south of east. So can I say ये south है, ये east है, my angle will be in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. South of east. So east से 37 degrees लेना है. Are you getting, students? This much
Yes,
is
sir.
ये हमेशा ध्यान में रखना, तो तुम्हारे प्रॉब्लम्स इजी हो जाएंगे। अगर कोई ऐसा एंगल दिया और कोई वेक्टर दिया तो उसको रिजॉल्व करो ना दो पार्ट में। रेजोल्यूशन ऑफ वेक्टर्स दिया है। जब शुभ यू ओनली आस्क ना, यू ओनली वर आस्किंग अबाउट द 9th वन, है ना?
Yes, sir.
अभी देखो, अभी अगर you can try it out for homework स्टूडेंट्स, डजंट मैटर, घर पे बैठ के कर सकते हो वो वाला क्वेश्चन, लेकिन आई गिव यू द हिंट एंड आई वांटेड टू ट्राई इट आउट टू गेट द आंसर। प्लीज स्टूडेंट्स, अगर सपोज मैंने दिया है, शुभ ध्यान से सुनना, ओके, एंड देन यू कैन ट्राई इट आउट, ओके?
Yes.
Now suppose if I say I've given you a particular vector which is along x-axis, we consider, agreed? और ये तुम्हारा y-axis है students, okay? Now suppose if I say that there are two vectors, okay students, two vectors forming an angle θ1 and θ2 with the x-axis. दो vectors है forming an angle θ1 and θ2 with the x-axis. So I can consider with x-axis, that means I can consider this as θ1. Agreed?
Yes.
θ2 is this with x-axis, है ना?
Yes,
ये
sir.
वेक्टर ए, ये वेक्टर बी। लेकिन जरूरी है करके कि मेरा वेक्टर बी फॉर्म्स एन एंगल θ2 विद x-axis, तो क्या मैं वेक्टर बी को इस तरफ भी बता सकता हूँ कि नहीं बता सकता हूँ मैं? ये भी तो θ2 हो गया ना। बोला क्या गया है? सिर्फ x-axis के हिसाब से, है ना स्टूडेंट्स? क्या ये क्लियर हुआ सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
तो
sir.
ये तुम्हें
Yes,
डिसाइड
sir.
करना है by reading the problem. When you read the problem, you should be very clear. And students, the answer is given within the problem only. तो ये ध्यान में रखना कि अगर ये तुम देखो तो ये तो छोटा एंगल है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट मी कंसिडर दिस इज 30 डिग्रीज, तो ये 60 डिग्रीज होगा, लेकिन 60 डिग्रीज इस तरफ भी तो हो सकता है ना। तो तुम्हें सोचना है कि कैसे करना है, एंड द आंसर इज गिवन विद द हिंट इटसेल्फ ओनली, द एंटायर हिंट इज गिवन ओवर देयर। अगर सपोज मैं इसको नहीं लेता हूं फॉर द टाइमिंग, ओके, और ये लेता हूं, तो कहने से आई कैन रिजॉल्व सब पहले वेक्टर ए इनटू टू कंपोनेंट्स। तो नाउ सी, मैं ए को रिजॉल्व करूंगा, तो स्टूडेंट्स ये होगा a cos theta 1 and this is a sin theta 1. Agreed? If I happen to go for resolution of vector b, I can consider. Agreed? I can take this b. So what exactly this will be? B cos theta 2, b sin theta 2. क्या ये clear हुआ students?
Yes.
Are these two vectors are along x-axis? Yes, they are along x-axis. We consider both of them. They are also along x-axis. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Yes, well.
Yes,
So
Yes, sir.
one can easily resolve it and get the answer accordingly. अगर वही मैंने opposite direction में लिया होता तो इसका b cos theta, b sin theta, and then you have to solve it accordingly. क्या ये clear हुआ सबको students?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now what exactly you said it about it? The question was the ship was sailing towards north, we consider. Okay. So let us go for that part of the question. The 8th one we are concerned with it, students. Sorry, not the 8th one, the 7th one. So please pay attention, students. A ship standing at point O. If I say point O, that means can I say it's at the origin? I can consider it at origin. If I show the direction, students, this is north, this will be west. ये है तुम्हारा डायरेक्टिव प्रॉपर्टी। यानी जब भी तुम ऐसे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करो तो ये साइड पे ड्रॉ कर देना है। Getting it? So ship is at point O, sets out to sail to a point A 120 kilometers due north of O. So due north of O. Okay. 120 kilometers, students, due north of O we consider. An unexpected storm blows the ship to a point B. Suppose the storm is blowing in this direction. The ship is moving over here. Okay, in this direction. The storm is blowing over here. So what happens? It starts to make the ship to move to a point B 100 kilometers due east of O. East of O, we consider 100 kilometers. So now I'll show this as B, east of O. And this is vector B. Agreed? Question asks is,
Yes, sir.
find answers enough. Find vector BA. Please everybody listen carefully. यानी तुम्हारा ये O है, ये तुम्हारा B, यानी ये तुम्हारा पोजीशन B हुआ, ये तुम्हारा पोजीशन A हुआ। पूछा है वेक्टर BA, स्टूडेंट्स। वेक्टर BA, whenever students listen carefully, कभी भी कोई भी प्रॉब्लम में अगर वो देते हैं BA लिखते हैं, it's in this manner, उसका मतलब B is positioned at the tail of the vector and A is positioned at the head of the vector. ये ध्यान में रखना. This is the starting and this is ending. Yani now if I say my answer will be over here, this is vector BA. Now students, can I use my triangle law of vector addition in this? Students? Tail, head, tail, head. Tail are the first vector to head, the second vector.
Yes,
Can I say
sir.
vector B plus vector BA, can I say is equal to vector A? मुझे क्या चाहिए? क्या पूछा गया है? मुझे वेक्टर BA पूछा गया है, स्टूडेंट्स. What is vector BA? Vector A minus vector B. How much is vector A given to me? So vector A is 120 kilometers. Along which? So it's along y-axis. So can I say it's J cap? Yes. So this will be 120 J cap. Is it positive? Yes, it's in positive. Please listen carefully. Minus. What is vector B? So this is 100 kilometers. 100 I cap. But this is along positive. Plus into minus will be minus. Students, plus into minus will be minus. So what's my final answer? 120 J cap minus 100 I cap, bracket close, kilometer. Did I get my final answer, vector BA?
Yes, sir.
ये क्या बन गया? सर ये हुआ उसका final position. 120 J minus 100 I and that many kilometer. Is this clear to all the students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, everyone, please. Students, Taksh, did you get it, Taksh? Taksh, is it clear with you?
Yes, sir.
अभी आंसर है ना, इसी में एक क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूँ स्टूडेंट्स, इसी में क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूँ, मुझे बोलो what is the direction of resultant of the sailor in the ship? Is the ship going to move towards, is the ship moving towards northeast? Is the ship moving towards northwest? Is the ship moving southwest? Or the ship is moving southeast?
Northwest.
Northwest.
Northeast.
Northwest. Swam northeast कहाँ से मेरे भाई? स्वयं ये देखना
Sir,
मेरे को क्या
because
answer
the resultant is in that way, no?
Yes, look at the resultant. Resultant तेरा y और तांते सुना इसका opposite लेना है, वेक्टर b का नेगेटिव. ये यहाँ पे सारे स्टूडेंट्स गड़बड़ करते हैं. ये ऐसा ऑप्शन पूछते हैं स्टूडेंट्स एग्जामिनेशन में. They'll say that a boat is sailing towards north, a wind blows towards east, the resultant is in what direction? They'll give you with northeast. So many students will try to think in this manner. अरे simple है. अगर boat north की तरफ जा रहा है और अगर wind इस तरफ blow हो रहा है, wind is blowing over here, तो boat तो drag होके इस तरफ ही जाना चाहिए, northeast की तरफ जाना चाहिए. But now if I happen to consider my resultant will be what? Since I want to go for subtraction of the vectors, I'll have to reverse the direction. So now see, this is y axis, this is minus x axis. So where is my resultant? My resultant will be due northwest, students. Ye dhyan mein rakhna. Is that clear? You can put down this as a direction also, students, due northwest. Can you find out the magnitude of this, students? Magnitude of this?
Yes, sir.
How do you find out, Neha? Tell me. कैसे करोगे?
Sir, root 120 square minus of plus minus of 100 square.
Absolutely correct. J and I, how are they? Are they mutually perpendicular to each other? Yes. So these are two orthogonal vectors. So resultant क्या होगा? 120 the whole square plus into bracket minus 100 the whole square. क्या ये clear हुआ students सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes. You.
sir, I didn't understand that
What part you didn't understand?
northwest one.
ये तो
Direction.
you, my dear, you only told me that the final answer is in terms of
Sir, so it will be northeast, no? Then the final answer is
Meena, it's minus 100. Minus 100 is towards east or towards west?
east, sir.
ये क्या है?
Acha, okay.
Okay, got it. So it will be this. So northwest होगा ना?
Sir, okay, understood.
Yeah. So direction is towards northwest. And magnitude, please students, once again, 100, 120 the whole square, plus into bracket minus 100 the whole square. Okay?
Yes.
Swam, clear हुआ Swam? अभी? हाँ Swam? Okay, fine. Can I erase it, students? क्या मैं इसको erase कर दूँ अभी?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, everybody can give an answer for the 8th one, students. 8th question, come on.
Sir, I
One
send you the answers.
Oh, you've given the answer. So I didn't see that. 8th one. Absolutely correct. Swam is an intelligent boy.
Sir, it's
Shubha.
me, Veer.
अच्छा वीर वेट अ मिनट वीर तेरा आंसर कहाँ गया ऊपर गया चल अच्छा वीर even you also get it good Neha is also getting it correct Shubh is also getting it correct this answer is many of them are getting correct okay Veer can you answer Veer can you tell me how to go about bolo
Yes, sir. So, sir, हम लोगों को एक वेक्टर a माइनस वेक्टर b इज इक्वल टू 2 वेक्टर c दिया
vector A minus vector B is equal to
टू
given to you by 2C
और फिर सर हमने a वेक्टर प्लस b वेक्टर इज इक्वल टू 4c दिया
absolutely correct
सर
okay
फिर मैंने उन दोनों को ऐड कर दिया
okay और C कितना दिया है तुम्हें wait a minute वेक्टर C दिया है 3i plus 4j पूछा क्या स्टूडेंट्स वेक्टर
सर वेक्टर a एंड वेक्टर b
वेक्टर ए और वेक्टर बी इज टू बी फाउंड आउट हाँ तो तूने क्या किया साइमल्टेनियसली सॉल्व किया उसको
सर मैंने दोनों को ऐड कर दिया
ओके सो ही सॉल्विंग इट इन दैट केस सो एडिशन में क्या अंदर क्या होगा ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा
सर 2a इज इक्वल टू 6c
ओके 2 वेक्टर ए इज इक्वल टू 6 वेक्टर सी
सर सो वेक्टर a इज इक्वल टू 3 वेक्टर c
ओके थ्राइस वेक्टर सी एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट ओके नाउ
सर देन वी विल सब्स्टिट्यूट द वैल्यू ऑफ c
okay what's the value of c they've given to you so vector c is equal to 3 into bracket put this particular value back over here so that's 3i students plus 4j so what's the answer you got it for this
9i cap plus 12j cap
Very good. 9i plus 12j cap. You got the answer for vector A. So this becomes your first answer. Agreed, everybody? तो इसको नहीं मिला, please. ये तुम्हारा पहला आंसर हो गया. Now vector B. Yes, sir.
सर फिर हम लोग वेक्टर a का सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देंगे पहले पहले वाले में a वेक्टर a माइनस वेक्टर b इज इक्वल टू वेक्टर c 2 वेक्टर c
Very good. So now what he's trying to do, see, this value what you've got it, either you can substitute it in the first equation or in the second equation. दोनों में से किसी एक को. He has selected the first equation. The first equation क्या है, students? Vector A minus vector B is equal to 2C. Agreed? The next part is to ask B. So can I put B as a subject? So vector B क्या हो जाएगा sir? Vector A minus 2C हो जाएगा. Now vector B is equal to, he's substituting A over here. So what exactly will be? 9i plus 12j minus twice. What is vector C?
सर
Yes,
3i
B.
सर
Yeah.
वेक्टर c is 3i cap plus 4j cap
Okay, absolutely correct. Now solving it, this will be 9i plus 12j minus 6i minus 8j. Solving it, what's the answer?
सर 3i cap plus 4j cap
Absolutely correct. 3i plus 4j cap. That's your answer for vector B. So vector B का आंसर मिला है और vector A का आंसर. अगर मुझे मैग्नीट्यूड चाहिए तो मैग्नीट्यूड क्या होगा? What is the magnitude of vector A? वीर क्या बोलोगे?
9 square plus 12 square
Absolutely correct. Under root 9 square and 12 square we consider. Is that clear? इसका क्या होगा? अगर vector B का मुझे मैग्नीट्यूड चाहिए तो what exactly be? 3 square plus 4 square.
vector b is 5
Absolutely correct. So is this clear to all of you all? Students,
Yes,
is the
sir.
8th problem clear? Fine. Can I erase this? 8th problem मैं erase कर सकता हूँ, students? Okay, fine. Please, अगर तुम note down करते हो तो सही तरीके से लिखना, students. Is that clear? Try to go for the 10th one. Can I erase now? Students, can I erase it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you give an answer for the 10th one? Anyone? क्या बात है स्वयं धनाधन प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहा है. Very good. PU, see Swam is answering so well.
Sir, we have discussed these all things with Hemant Sharma sir also. It's cheating in a way, no? I didn't attend the lecture because of some.
It's not cheating. It's not cheating. He's giving the explanation also, my dear. He's giving the
Yes,
proper
sir.
explanation
I have
also.
no problem.
For me, all students are good. Okay. Yes, students. Anybody else for the 10th one? Come on, I want some different. Please, the rest of the students also start solving, na? क्या करना शुरू करो ना? Tushar, Soham, are you there, Soham? Soham, can you answer? Soham, can you unmute?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Pardon?
Sir, I have a doubt.
What is it?
Sir, in this question, we have to find the displacement, right? First.
Find the velocity. यहाँ पहले तो displacement निकालना.
हाँ सर, फिर सर टाइम कैसे मिलेगा?
क्या?
सर टाइम निकालना पड़ेगा ना, वेलोसिटी इज इक्वल टू दिस.
अरे यार, अभी तो मेरे पास से सोल्यूशन मांग रहा है अभी. तो मेरे पास से सोल्यूशन. पहले मैंने बोला प्रॉब्लम को रीड कर. स्टेटमेंट के अंदर ही आंसर. तेरा क्वेश्चन जो तूने पूछा ना, उसका आंसर तेरा प्रॉब्लम के अंदर ही है और पहले स्टेटमेंट में ही दिया है. Neha has posted an answer. Please students, whenever you are solving multiple choice questions, any question, students, the hints are given within the problem itself only. Yes, Neha, correct. The rest of you all, please, I want other students also. Farhan, Devansh, Akshat, Anish, Arif, Aryan, Aisha, what about you, Aisha? Aisha, are you there?
Yes, sir.
तो आंसर करो.
Yes, sir.
आयुष, Izar, Manas, Mariam, Nabil, Oj. Few has answered. Out of the way. Veer, you are correct now. Few, your first part is not proper. I cap वाला सही नहीं है. G cap वाला सही है. Okay, anybody who wants to answer, students? I'll read the question, students. Answer सुनना. A particle whose speed is 50 meters per second moves along the line. अभी answer सुनना. Particle का speed. Particle का speed is given to us how much? This is your question number, students. Everybody listen carefully. It's a question number 10. Particle का speed, students, is 50 meters per second. So, students, ये तुम्हें क्या बताता है? That means in 1 second, the distance covered by the particle is 50 meters. है ना? यानी ये हुआ तुम्हारा टाइम और ये हुआ तुम्हारा डिस्टेंस. क्या इतना क्लियर हुआ, स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, sir.
Now let us read further. A particle of speed is 50 meters per second moves along the line from E2,1 to B9,25. Students, listen carefully. If I try to plot in terms of coordinate systems के अंदर, students, both these particular points are where? Sir, it's in the first quadrant in XY plane. Let us assume it in XY plane. तो अभी देखो, Suppose the particle is initially at A 2, 1. It has moved to point B, which is somewhere 9, 25. Let us take it and assume it somewhere. This is 2, 1 A, and point B I'll consider as 9, 25 students. So this is the displacement of the particle, students. Agreed? I'm trying to put forward in this manner. Okay, let this be point B, having coordinates 9, 25. Students, क्या ये clear हुआ students सबको?
Yes, sir.
अभी फॉर एग्जाम्पल
sir.
अगर तुम ऑब्जर्वर हो स्टूडेंट्स, ध्यान से सुनना, तुम ऑब्जर्वर हो तो तुम बोलोगे सर पार्टिकल पहले यहाँ पे था. स्टूडेंट्स, when I explained y'all about displacement vector students, तो मैंने क्या बताया था? What did I say? For example, मैंने example क्या दिया था? You are standing in a room, you saw a butterfly. Okay, अगर you have to define the motion of the butterfly, or if you have to define the motion of that particular object, which is the best position you are going to locate yourself? तुम क्या बोलोगे? Origin. है ना, 0,0. वहां से तुमने पहले बोला करके हाँ सर बटरफ्लाई यहाँ पे है ना, बटरफ्लाई यहाँ पे है, तो ये तुम्हारा हुआ पोजीशन वेक्टर. फिर वो बटरफ्लाई उड़ते हुए पॉइंट बी पे चला गया, तो ये हुआ तुम्हारा दूसरा पोजीशन वेक्टर, है ना. तो इसको तुम लिखोगे R1, इसको तुम लिखोगे R2 बार, और ये हुआ तुम्हारा इनिशियल पोजीशन टू फाइनल पोजीशन. फ्रेंड्स, am I getting triangle law? Friends, am I getting triangle law in this? देखो ना, ये R1, ये हुआ तुम्हारा वेक्टर AB, और ये हुआ तुम्हारा R2, है ना स्टूडेंट्स. तो कैन आई से R1 बार प्लस AB is equal to R2 बार. तो what exactly the displacement vector AB? R2 minus R1. क्या ये क्लियर हुआ स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, sir.
Agreed. R2 minus R1 we consider. R2 के coordinates क्या है? What are the coordinates of R2 we consider? 9 and 25. What are the coordinates of R1? 2 and 1. So students, can you find a displacement? Students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
क्या होगा? Displacement क्या होगा? Tell me.
5.
x2 minus x1 I can.
Very good. ये है तुम्हारा x1, ये है तुम्हारा y1, ये है तुम्हारा x2, ये है तुम्हारा y2. And formula तुमने पढ़ा हुआ है. And I given you this formula. What exactly formula will be? So it will be x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1. Agreed. So now if I happen to consider this case, I can write in terms of 9 minus 2, that will be equal to how much? 7i. 25 minus 1 will be how much? 24j. Is this displacement vector AB clear with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear हुआ students सबको? 7i plus 24j. अभी उन्होंने क्या पूछा ना? Let us move further. अभी देखो, अभी तक मैंने प्रॉब्लम रीड नहीं किया था स्टूडेंट्स. स्टूडेंट ध्यान से सुना, फर्स्ट लाइन से मुझे ये मिला, सेकंड से मुझे कोऑर्डिनेट्स मिला, मैंने आगे प्रॉब्लम रीड में नहीं किया था, तो अपने हिसाब से मैंने पूरा डायग्राम बना के ये पोजीशन वेक्टर बना के आई गॉट द फाइनल आंसर, एंड दिस इज पार्ट ऑफ द आंसर. नाउ आई विल रीड द क्वेश्चन फर्दर अहेड. नाउ द क्वेश्चन सेज फर्दर स्टूडेंट्स, find its velocity vector in the form of pi and qj. Did I get displacement vector? I want velocity vector. Students, what is velocity? Velocity is defined as rate at which displacement takes place. Friends, velocity is defined as rate at which displacement takes place. Change in displacement upon change in time. One can also write down in terms of ds by dt, and this answer will be in meter per second. अभी मुझे velocity vector कैसे मिलेगा? So do I know the change in displacement? Yes. Change in time. Lekin what exactly my speed is? How much is my speed? 50. Students, what is my speed? 50. What is the distance covered?
50.
In how much?
1 second.
What is this distance covered? अगर मैंने इसका magnitude निकाला students, तो मुझे बताओ इसका magnitude कितना होगा? बताओ.
25.
25.
7 square plus 24 square. What's my answer?
25.
Absolutely correct. ये होगा तुम्हारा root of 49 plus 24 square is how much?
576.
576 students. Agreed. ये होगा 576. So what is my answer? 25 आएगा. Students, ये distance 25 है, मुझे 50 चाहिए, तो what should I do? Multiply this by 2.
Yes, sir.
है ना? Multiply this by 2. Indirectly can I say This will be twice AB. In time 1 second. So can I say my displacement vector will be what? Twice vector AB upon time 1 second. Change in. So can I say twice vector AB is 7i plus 24j in meter per second. So can I say it will be 14i plus 48j. That becomes my velocity.
Yes, sir.
अगर सपोज मैंने इसका मैग्नीट्यूड निकाला स्टूडेंट्स तो वो क्या बन जाएगा? स्पीड बनेगा कि नहीं बनेगा? व्हाट इज
Yes,
मैग्नीट्यूड
sir.
ऑफ वेलोसिटी? स्पीड. तो इसका आंसर क्या होगा? 14 स्क्वायर प्लस 48 स्क्वायर. स्टूडेंट्स अभी तुम इसको सॉल्व करोगे तो इसका आंसर क्या आएगा? मुझे सॉरी, इसका आंसर क्या आएगा? आएगा कि नहीं आएगा? सॉल्व करो.
हाँ सर, अरे
आएगा. ठीक है, ये तुम्हें 50 मीटर पर सेकेंड मिलेगा. So what exactly the velocity will be? 14i plus 48j. Students, velocity is defined as rate at which displacement takes place. What is change in time? 1 second. What is the displacement will be? Will it be AB or twice AB? Twice AB. Why? Why? Because sir, I want distance to be 50 meters. Will 7i plus 24j is giving me 50 meters? No sir, it's giving me only 25 meters. मुझे 50 meters चाहिए तो इसको मैं multiply by 2 करूंगा. इसको multiply by 2 करना यानी इसको पूरा multiply by 2 करना यानी ये twice AB हो जाएगा. Where numerator will be twice, denominator is 1 second. The answer will be in terms of 14i plus 48j meter second inverse. Is this clear to all of you all? Pio, is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Friends, all of you all, are you clear with it?
Yes,
Shub, clear
sir.
with you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I erase this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अभी स्टूडेंट्स ये इक्वेशन मैंने इसमें दिया है ना, डिस्प्लेसमेंट में दिया है. ये क्वेश्चन में चेंज कर सकता हूँ स्टूडेंट्स. Suppose if I say the velocity of a particle at a particular instant is 2,1 meter per second. These are the coordinates you consider. Meter per second. तो तुम्हारा ये पोजीशन वेक्टर की जगह पे v1 होगा, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी. ये हुआ तुम्हारा फाइनल वेलोसिटी. सॉरी, ये पहला पोजीशन, ये दूसरा पोजीशन. ये हुआ चेंज इन वेलोसिटी. अगर तुम चेंज इन वेलोसिटी निकालोगे तो ये तुम्हें आंसर क्या मिलेगा? 25 मीटर पर सेकंड. ध्यान से देखना, 25 मीटर पर सेकंड. मुझे कितना चाहिए स्टूडेंट्स? मुझे कितना चाहिए? मुझे 50 मीटर पर सेकंड चाहिए. मुझे 50 मीटर पर सेकंड चाहिए. तो क्या करोगे सर? इसको मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2 करो तो सी माय लेंथ ऑफ द एरो, my length of the arrow will increase. This becomes my 50 meter per second. Initially it was 25 meter per second. Are you getting, students?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll solve 11th, 13th right now. And students, listen carefully. Okay. I want you to solve exercise 3 after this. Listen carefully. इसके बाद में ये तो हो गया तुम्हारा 11th 13th करना है. Exercise 3 के students both the match the columns करना. Okay. First solve this entirely, students. Okay. Swayam has done. Sure. You very good. Manas. Absolutely correct. So 50 meter per second is the speed, my dear. Velocity, I और J में दी है previous question के लिए. Solve 11th and 13th students both the questions together, please. One who finish with 11th and 13th can answer students. 13th, 13th, Swam has put forward. Even Shubhas also. Manas. Manas, were you there over there? Were in that institute, Manas?
Yes, sir. I was finding you, sir. Sir, you taught me 9th and 10th.
Okay. Okay, fine. No, I've reduced my sessions to a great extent. I'm not taking much over there now.
Sir, they never arranged any, ceremony or something to, meet all teachers after completing 10th.
Okay.
Sir, so after result, I was unable to meet you.
No. How much did you get? How much percentage you got, Manas?
Sir, 97.4.
Great. And which school you were into?
Sir, universal, sir.
Oh,
Sir,
universal.
10th A batch, sir, you used to teach with book
Yes.
and paper one.
Absolutely correct. Good. And where are your other friends? Other friends को बोलो आने के लिए.
Sir,
students answer दे रहे हैं. Few जैसे students answer दे रहे हैं. So tell them to
sir,
join.
some have joined. Sir, some have joined, sir. 1 or 2 have joined here.
Okay, great. Nice. Okay, students, let's go for the 11th one. Manas, चलो तू ही answer दे दे 11th का कैसे करेगा बताओ.
Sir, for opposite directions, magnitude of A minus magnitude of B would be 17.
No,
And
two vectors acting in the opposite direction. तो magnitude में नहीं होगा. Manas, vector A minus vector B 17 होगा.
vector A minus vector B would be 17.
And if they act at right angles, it's 25.
Sir, for right angles, we will use A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta.
Okay, so if they are at right angle in that case, so what exactly we consider is, can I say A square plus B square आ जाएगा, students? है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that will be how much we consider? 25. और opposite direction में होगा तो I can write in terms of Manas, I can write in terms of magnitude A minus B, doesn't matter. लेकिन यहाँ पे तुम्हें बताया गया है students, is A greater than B or B greater than A? क्या ये बताया गया है? हाँ Manas?
No, sir.
यानी see one thing, it depends on an individual. ध्यान से सुनना. तुम vector A को you can consider the magnitude of vector A you can consider as greater than magnitude of B. Doesn't matter. You can go for B also greater than A. Now listen carefully. You're considering in this case. Students, when I say two vectors are in opposite direction, students, so what is the angle? Two vectors, if I say they are in opposite direction means are they parallel or anti-parallel, students?
Anti-parallel.
Anti-parallel.
Theta will be equal to how much? Pi radians. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So what is the resultant I can write in terms of under root? What exactly the formula will be? Sir, it's A square plus B square
Plus 2AB cos 90.
90.
Very
Cos
good.
180.
You exam intelligent student है. Cos of 180. So can I say R is equal to under root A square plus B square minus 2AB हो जाएगा. So can I say this becomes a perfect formula of A minus B the whole square I'll consider. So
Yes,
result
sir.
क्या होगा? A minus B and resultant is given to 17. So yes, I can write on in terms of magnitude. यानी ये है तुम्हारा magnitude क्या हुआ है. एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट। अभी दूसरे केस में 90 डिग्रीज दिया है, तो 90 डिग्रीज के लिए व्हाट इज द रिजल्टेंट होगा? व्हाट एग्जैक्टली माइनस said it? It's a square plus b square plus 2ab cos of 90 हो जाएगा स्टूडेंट्स, and cos of 90 will be 0. Are you getting it? So can I say my resultant will be equal to how much? Can I say this becomes 25 square होगा minus?
Yes, sir.
Agree? It's not 25, it will be 25 square. Is this clear? क्योंकि रूट के अंदर है, तो can I say r will be equal to how much? Will be equal to the cos of 90 will be 0. So this will be a square plus b square. अगर मैं निकाल दूं तो r square is equal to a square plus b square. Means now I've got this is equation number 2, this is equation number 1. Now minus carry on from here onwards below. What is a square plus b square? 625.
25.
Yes, sir.
And a minus b is equal
Sir,
to 17.
70.
What's the question asked, students? What is the question asked? Calculate the magnitude of two vectors. Means I want magnitude of A and magnitude of B. So कैसे निकालोगे ना मानस? Continue from here onwards.
Sir, we will solve by simultaneous equation, sir.
Okay. So what exactly you mean to say A plus B the whole square तू निकालेगा?
Yes, sir.
हाँ क्या है? कैसे? Simultaneously कैसे solve करेगा?
I took A is equal to 17 plus B and then substituted and find A and B.
हाँ तो वो तो तेरे को quadratic equation मिलेगा ना?
Yes, sir. फिर बाद में नेगेटिव में चला गया सर, एक दो बार।
अच्छा इसलिए गलती हो गई।
Yes, sir. पर yes, sir. लास्ट स्टेप में ना गलती से -36 हो गया सर।
Okay. 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 Students, can you tell me how to go about from here onwards? I've got two equations. How do you do it? Anybody?
Sir, A equals
Sir,
to
A plus
17
B
plus
is
B.
equal to 25.
What exactly? A? Somebody said it 25. What exactly it is? Yes, somebody was saying it now.
Sir, I found out the value of A by A equal to 17 plus B.
Okay, A is equal to 17 plus B. So what exactly the value of A plus B will get it? Well, see, now suppose agar tum A is equal to 17 plus B, students, when you're solving it over here, you can, from here on, it's a simple maths. A को कैसे लिखोगे? 17 plus B. Agreed? या तो तुम
Sir,
यहाँ
then I
पे,
substitute in A.
हाँ, तो तुम्हारा quadratic equation आएगा कि नहीं आएगा? 17
Yes,
plus
sir.
B the whole square. यानी एक होगा 17 plus B the whole square plus B square is equal to 625. फिर solve करना है तुम्हें. Are you getting it? Get the value of B. Substituting B, you'll get the value of it. But can anybody give me other way? Neha, what exactly you were saying it? Bolo? Neha, you were saying something?
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, we can go for A minus B squaring both sides. A square plus B square minus 2AB would be 324. Then A square plus B square would be equal. Minus 2A, then minus 2AB will get the value of 2AB. And
Absolutely. हाँ.
then we will substitute it, sir.
देखो स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ पे देखो ये एक मेथड है. प्लीज स्टूडेंट्स, ये मैथ्स का, अभी ये फिजिक्स नहीं है स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ से मैथ्स है. यहाँ पे दो स्टूडेंट्स का दो अप्रोच होता है. 10 में से ध्यान से सुना, आउट ऑफ 10 स्टूडेंट्स देयर आर 7 स्टूडेंट्स हु विल गो इन दिस मैनर. देखो you got a minus b is equal to 17, तो a is equal to 17 plus b, फिर a को मैंने सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दिया, तुम्हें quadratic equation मिलेगा. And that's how you'll get the two values, you'll get it. Your answer will be 24 and 7, you'll get it. Okay, have you all got this answer by solving it? 24 and 7 students? A और B का वैल्यू मिला कि नहीं
Yes,
मिला?
sir. हाँ, sir.
अभी देखो दूसरी तरीके से what exactly said it? अगर मैं इसको a minus b the whole square करता हूँ students, तो can I say 17 square is how much? 289, है ना? ये क्या होगा? A square plus b square minus 2ab is equal to 289. Friends, do I know the value of a square plus b square? Yes. So 625 minus 289 is equal to twice ab. क्या ये clear हुआ students?
Yes, sir.
Now once when I get this, ध्यान से सुनना, यहाँ पे तुम a की वैल्यू यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट करो और b निकाल दो, या b को सब्स्टिट्यूट करो और a निकाल दो, ये पॉसिबिलिटी यहाँ पे आती है। या किसी को और करना है तो क्या कर सकते हैं, a प्लस बी द होल स्क्वायर विल बी व्हाट 2ab, तुम्हें मालूम है, सब्स्टिट्यूट। तो देखो यहाँ पे भी तुम्हें आंसर मिल रहा है स्टूडेंट्स, 625 minus 289 is equal to twice ab, cancel by 2, यानी तुम्हें ab will be equal to a particular number, तो a will be equal to what, something upon b, can I write on something upon b, तो वापस तुम्हें b स्क्वायर में आंसर मिलेगा। Are you getting it? यानी either way you can get your answer students, these are the ways in which you can solve it, whatever you feel comfortable, जहाँ पे तुम्हारे errors कम हो जाते हैं, you have to go for that. Is this clear to all of you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Answer will be
Yes,
getting it
sir.
as 24 and 7. Okay, can I erase this 11th one students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, now we go for 13th one. Anybody for 13th? Swam, कौन सा वाला बात कर रहा है Swam? I didn't understood you got the formula for resultant. हाँ Swam? Which one you were saying about Swam? I read your text right now. That's why I tell you Swam, unmute करो ना तुम लोग यार. तुम लोग unmute करते नहीं हो, क्या होता है तुम्हारा text या तो ऊपर चला जाता है, and then it's not readable in that case. Now see Swam, people have started posting there. देखा? स्टूडेंट स्वयं वो तुम्हारा रिजल्टेंट का फॉर्मूला था, रिजल्टेंट इज इक्वल टू 100 a स्क्वायर प्लस b स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab cos थीटा वी कंसीडर, दैट्स पैरेललोग्राम लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन, वो वाला फॉर्मूला यूज किया था। ओके ओके, Taksh has got the answer, Rushika has got the answer, Rushika come on answer, he has also got the answer. Rushika, can you answer for the 13th one? Two vectors have magnitude 2 meters and 3 meter. Let me take this as vector a as 2 meter, vector b as 3 meter students. Okay, 13th one we are doing students. The angle between them in degrees is 60 degree. So the angle between them, okay, is equal to 60 degree. Rushika, come on answer. Find the scalar product of two vectors. Very good. And the next part is the magnitude of the vector product. Magnitude of their vector product. Yes, Rushika, come on answer, Rushika.
Sir, for the first one, we will use the formula of AB cos theta.
Very good. AB cos theta. हाँ तो बोलो अभी.
Sir, that is 2 into 3 into half.
Very good. Into cos of 60, and cos of 60 will be equal to half. So it's 2 into 3 into half we consider. My first answer will be 3 units. Okay, A dot B we consider. Okay, now the next one.
So for the second one, we'll use AB sin theta.
Very good. Magnitude of A cross B is always AB sin theta. Absolutely correct. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा?
Sir, 2 into 3 into root 3 upon 2.
Very good. तो ऋषिका पहले क्यों नहीं आंसर देते, तुम्हें आता है तो आंसर क्यों नहीं देते तुम? हाँ, चुप क्यों बैठते हो? So 2 is you getting cancelled. Your answer is 3 roots. Very good. Okay, students. Please, that's the answer for 31. Now, please, students, exercise 3, master column 1 and master column 2. Both the master column right now. Can I erase 13th one, students, all of y'all?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And please solve it properly. Exercise 3 math column 1 and 2 बहुत ध्यान से solve करना और first attempt में सारे answers correct लेके आना students please. Gain your confidence. And go on to your instinct. Students, जो तुम्हें समझ में आया है वो हिसाब से solve करो. भले गलत हो, nothing to worry about it. Because we are in discussion. Shubhas put forward his answer. It says 3, first, second, third, fourth. Second का absolutely correct. Shubhas put the answer earlier also. क्या बात है? Swam is also answering. Q is also answering. Not at all. Not at all. Aisha. Okay, Aisha, come on, you answer. Aisha, come on, answer. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Please, Aisha is answering to the exercise 3, the first one. Okay. I'll put on the question first, Aisha. Wait.
Yes, sir.
The big students, vector A दिया है students. This is exercise 3, first one. Students, exercise 3, first question. Okay. Now, given to is vector A students. जिसको नहीं आ रहा students, please pay attention over here. Vector A is equal to 4i plus 4j. And vector B 4i minus 4j. Okay. Now, how do you go for it? First one. Can you tell me about modulus of vector A plus vector B? तो कैसे निकालोगे? Aisha, tell me.
Sir, we are going to simply add these two vectors.
Yes. So अगर मुझे इसका आंसर है तो first I'll add the two vectors. So can I say this
Yes.
4i plus
4i plus 4i.
minus 4 ही हो जाएगा. Cancellation में cancel हो जाएगा. How much
Yes.
it is?
8.
8i. So what is the magnitude of A plus B?
8.
Let Aisha answer. Aisha, you are answering or you have kept your representative?
No.
Aisha, bolo.
Yes, sir.
You have kept your representative or you are answering?
No. No, sir,
Okay,
I'm
so-
answering.
Okay. So what is the magnitude of A plus B?
Sir, it's 8.
Very good. It's 8. And which option shows me that? That is the maths column.
A.
A, of course. So this goes with A. Now the second part. Okay. Second part के अंदर पूछा है modulus of A minus B. So what will do, Aisha, for this?
So now we are going to minus A vector minus B vector.
So A vector is 4i plus 4j minus.
minus 4i.
Will the signs will change for the second part?
No, sir.
क्यों नहीं? प्लस इंटू माइनस माइनस 4i हो जाएगा, माइनस इंटू माइनस प्लस 4j होगा, क्यों चेंज नहीं होगा? आयशा, आयशा, are you there? Knock knock.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
तो देखो साइन चेंज हो गया, तो 4i माइनस 4i कैंसिल हो गया, प्लस 4j कितना आंसर आया? 8j. Agreed. So what's the magnitude of this?
8.
Very good. The answer for this is also A. Okay, now the third part.
So here we are
dot
going to do the dot product.
Okay, so what's the formula?
Sir, it's 4i plus 4j dot 4i
4i.
minus 4j.
Very good. Dot 4i minus 4j. And what exactly the rule of dot product? Aisha, what is I dot I?
Sir, 1.
J dot J?
1.
K dot K?
1.
Okay, if I ask you I dot J?
0.
Why 0, Aisha?
Sir, because it is cos of 90, because they are perpendicular to each other.
Very good. The unit vector I, J, K are mutually perpendicular to each other and they show the direction of the given vector. Students, unit
Yes, sir.
vector always shows the direction, its magnitude is always 1. Very good. Students, see one thing, when you ask question and somebody answers in this manner, that shows that the person is understanding and doing it. ऐसे नहीं कि वो directly कर रहा है, वो सोच समझ के कर रहा है. Okay, so now if I multiply in this case, so simply I have to go for I dot I and J dot J. So 4
Yes,
4
sir.
16 हो जाएगा, plus into
16.
minus minus होगा. So what's the answer?
Minus 16. 0.
Which option is that?
Option D.
Okay.
Option D.
Okay. Now the math comes. The fourth one. Fourth one के लिए पूछा है modulus of A cross B.
So here we are going to do the cross product. So first,
बोलो. You'll use Kramer's rule, है ना?
yes, sir. Yes.
That is or determines. That's what you consider I,
J, and K.
Students, is she right? Is Aisha correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. तो I के अंदर तुम क्या लिखोगे? 4.
4.
J optionally plus 4. K is not
4.
existing.
0.
So B it will be 4.
4.
I
Minus 4.
and this is 0.
0.
Then now what's the cross product? What's the formula? I into bracket 0 आएगा तुम्हें, है ना? तो I का तो terms आएंगे नहीं.
Yes, sir.
Okay. J के
Yes.
terms वो भी नहीं आएंगे.
J के
है ना,
भी नहीं
बिल्कुल.
आएंगे.
तो सिर्फ K
Yes.
बचेगा. K के terms क्या होगा? 4 4 जा minus 16.
Minus 16. Minus
And
16.
okay. So what's your answer? A cross B क्या हुआ? Minus 32 K cap. है ना?
Yes, sir. Yes.
मुझे पूछा गया है मॉडुलस ऑफ A क्रॉस B, तो क्या करोगे?
32.
Square.
सर स्क्वायर करेंगे.
32. आप फिर मैग्नीट्यूड स्क्वायर करने की जरूरत नहीं. मैग्नीट्यूड, व्हाट इज द मैग्नीट्यूड? 32. स्टूडेंट्स, इसका मॉडुलस ऑफ A क्रॉस B यानी आई वांट मॉडुलस मींस व्हाट? मैग्नीट्यूड. ध्यान से देखना स्टूडेंट्स, ये है डायरेक्शन दिखाता है. नेगेटिव K का मतलब दैट द रिजल्टेंट ऑफ A क्रॉस B. Students, ध्यान से सुनना. Whenever you go for cross products, please everybody hold for a moment. Don't just rush. If I give you vector A and vector B, students, at an angle theta, if I try to go anti-clockwise A cross B, students, my resultant will be always along a vector perpendicular to B and A. And by using right hand screw rule, my answer will be in positive. लेकिन अगर मैं B cross A जाता हूं तो मेरा resultant negative direction में आ जाएगा, लेकिन परपेंडिकुलर टू बी एन ए. ये समझ में आना जरूरी है. अभी तुम्हें ए क्रॉस भी निकाला तो तुम्हें ये क्या दिखा था? नेगेटिव क्या दिखा था? नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन दिखा रहा है. के का मतलब क्या? जेड, यानी मेरा फाइनल आंसर नेगेटिव जेड एक्सिस पे. तो ये नेगेटिव Z एक्सिस पे डायरेक्शन दिखाएगा, तो मैग्नीट्यूड कितना होगा?
सर आप जो उधर डायग्राम बनाया नहीं समझा, फिर से एक्सप्लेन करो ना प्लीज।
यो A cross B. If I happen to go for cross product, A cross B, using your right hand screw rule, where's my thumb pointing? Upwards.
Let's see.
Agreed. If I go for A cross B, my thumb is pointing upwards. So A and B are along XY plane. My thumb is along Z axis, perpendicular to both A and B. लेकिन अगर मैं B cross A लेता हूँ, look at my fingers curl around. Where is my thumb pointing? Downwards. That's negative Z axis. So positive Z axis and negative Z axis only speaks about direction.
Okay.
For cross products vectors in anti-clockwise, resultant is positive. For clockwise, resultant will be negative. But resultant, students, is always perpendicular to each of the two vectors. ये भी ध्यान में रखना. Vector C is perpendicular to B as well as to A also. Can I erase this part, students, to everyone?
Yes, sir.
सर
बोलो.
आप यू ओनली से ना कि मैग्नीट्यूड निकालने, नहीं रिजल्टेंट निकालने के लिए वीडियो स्क्वायर मैग्नीट्यूड के साथ। ओके ओके
मैग्नीट्यूड चाहिए ना मुझे, 32 होगा.
हाँ यस अंडरस्टूड।
एरेज कर दो स्टूडेंट्स अभी.
Yes,
सर
sir.
I is to I is equals to 1 no or 0?
Yes. I dot I.
हाँ I dot I.
I dot I, J dot product में it will be 1 because cos of 0 will be. They are parallel vectors.
And sir I dot J will be 0.
Yes. Why?
Okay.
Why? Because they are perpendicular.
Okay.
Cos of 90.
Mutually perpendicular.
Yes. Okay, second part. Veer is given the answer, Taksh is given the answer, Soham has given. Soham can't unmute ना, तो उसको पूछने का मतलब ही नहीं रहता मुझे. Aisha has answered. Okay, Taksh, can you answer for the second part? Second math column. Modulus of vector A is equal to 1 and modulus of vector B is equal to 2, students. Okay. Angle between A and B. Angle between A, vector A and B is pi by 2 circular. 90 degrees. You have to find out the master column. First one is A dot B. Yes, Taksh, can you answer? Taksh, are you there? Since he can't unmute, let me see who else has answered. Okay. Aisha already asked. Pio, you want to answer?
No sir, इससे पहले वाला कर देती this one. I'm little bit
Very good.
confused.
Very good. Why not Neha? One option can be the answer for 2.
May I answer?
Yeah, answer. Chalo. Who's this?
Veer.
Okay, chalo, bolo answer.
Sir,
Yes.
पहले वाले में हम स्केलर प्रोडक्ट का रूल यूज करेंगे.
Yes.
So a vector magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into cos 90.
Very good. So that is the dot product we consider. So A, B, cos theta. Okay. So Taksh, even suppose it's A is what? 1 into 2
2.
into cos 90. Since cos of 90 is 0. So the answer-
0.
Which option shows me that?
Sir, option D.
Okay, that is math column with D. Second one now.
Sir,
A cross B, magnitude of A cross B. So what should I go for?
Sir, A into B into sin 90.
Okay, that's A, B sine theta. Absolutely correct. A modulus of A is given to us 1. Okay. Modulus of B is given to us 2. And sine of 190. What is sine of 90?
1.
1.
So what's answer for this will be 2 itself only. Which column it
A
shows?
option.
Very good. वाह, अभी देखो अभी पियो अभी चिल्ला के बोल रही है. देखो देखो A option. पहले पूछा तो बोलते कि नहीं. Okay, third one. Please, now third one. Please get into the third one. If I happen to go for modulus of A plus B, so bolo.
Sir, vector addition. So a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 90.
Okay, very good in this case. Now please, cos of 90? The cos of 0, क्या होगा? बताओ.
Cos 90.
Cos 90.
Yes, because the angle between them is 90 degree given to you. So students, if I happen to go for resultant in this case, so what will be? Will be, see the answers in इसका मतलब क्या मालूम है? Students, two vectors are given to you and both the vectors we consider are, I need to go for addition. But the angle between two vectors is given to us 90. Yani how exactly the diagram is, so the answer is no. Students, listen carefully. This is vector A given to me. The angle between the two vectors is 90. Students, listen carefully. Angle between the two vectors is 90. That means my other vector will be in this manner. Please, I'm speaking about for the third one. Everybody concentrate over here. Students, what exactly angle between the two vectors? I told you very clearly, students. Angle between the two vectors is either two heads. Either two heads. The angle between two heads or the angle between two tails. Either angle between two heads, angle between two tails is the angle between the two vectors. So A और B मैंने दिया है 90 degree. Now मुझे इसका resultant निकालना है तो तुम क्या करोगे? Sir, can I shift this vector parallel to itself? Why not? So see, my resultant will be, sir, tail, head, tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector. That becomes my resultant. So can I write down resultant in vector form? Yes, sir. Resultant in vector form will be equal to A bar plus B bar. Now, if somebody asks you, sir, can you get me the magnitude of resultant? Why not? Why not? अगर तुम मैग्नीट्यूड देखोगे तो वेक्टर और वेक्टर बी के बीच में ये 90 डिग्री होगा तो रिजल्टेंट क्या हुआ? सर रिजल्टेंट इज एक्चुअली द डायगोनल ऑफ द पैरेललोग्राम फॉर्म. स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज एक्चुअली अ रेक्टेंगुलर लैमिना. तो अगर इसी वेक्टर को मैंने यहाँ पे शिफ्ट कर दिया, ये वेक्टर को मैंने यहाँ पे शिफ्ट कर दिया, तो कहने से दिस बिकम्स माय डायगोनल ऑफ द पैरेललोग्राम. तो हाउ डू यू गो फॉर द रिजल्टेंट इन मैग्नीट्यूड? विल बी व्हाट? अंडर रूट a square plus b square plus 2ab. What is the angle between them? Cos of 90. When I say this resultant is nothing but modulus of a plus b. ये तुम्हारा रिजल्टेंट आ गया. देखो, अगर इसका मैं मैग्नीट्यूड करूंगा, इसका मैं अगर मैग्नीट्यूड पूछूंगा तो मैग्नीट्यूड क्या होगा? आया कि नहीं? अभी ना सब्स्टिट्यूट वैल्यू. a कितना दिया है सर? 1 स्क्वायर. b कितना दिया है? 2 स्क्वायर plus 2 into 1 into
Cos 90.
what? Cos of 90. What is cos of 90 will be 0. So what's my answer? 4 plus 1, 5. So can I say root 5?
Yes, sir.
Which option shows? Which column shows?
Option C.
Option C.
Sir.
Students, is this clear how to go about?
Yes, sir.
No, sir, I have a doubt.
पीयू का दूसरा नाम हम लोग ऐसे करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, डाउट गर्ल. ओके, आप पीयू बोलो. क्या पूछ रहे हैं?
Sir, for the down diagram which you have drawn, we won't join B to a triangle. No.
My dear, you can shift B parallel to itself. You can shift A parallel to itself. कुछ भी हो सकता है. You can shift vectors in a given plane. Okay, this is an XY plane. I can shift vectors parallel to itself. I can go for that also. I can shift A also, or I can shift B also. Doesn't matter. But my resultant will be always along the diagonal of the two vectors given to you. And
Sir,
that's
but you
part of
will
the-
not use triangle. No?
Why not? I can use over there also. अगर मैंने A को shift कर दिया यहाँ पे, so what is my triangle law? B plus A. My dear, triangle law of vector addition always
Achha,
commutative
हाँ.
property.
Okay.
Always commutative property. A plus B can be written in terms of B plus A. Pio, what are you doing? Pio, what are you doing? Okay, Pio. Pio, समझ में आया?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now can you give me the answer for the next one? Fourth one, students. Yes, carry on. We and मुझे fourth one चाहिए. Students, fourth one. I want A minus B modulus of. तो क्या करोगे? फिर
Sir, A
तो मुझे ऐसे
square
explain करो. फिर मुझे ऐसे explain करो. चलो.
Sir, proceed.
How do you go about? Avi? तो देखो ना वेक्टर एस अगर ये वेक्टर में ऐसे ले रहा हूँ मेरे हाथ में वेक्टर बी यहाँ पे था है ना इन दोनों के बीच में 90 अगर मुझे a माइनस बी चाहिए तो व्हाट शुड आई डू कैन आई रिवर्स डायरेक्शन ऑफ b direction is changed can I find out the resultant of these two yes so how do I write on this resultant in vector form students either shift b pu either shift b parallel to itself or a parallel to itself so मेरा
Yes,
resultant आएगा मेरा resultant will be a plus into bracket minus b so my resultant will be equal to a minus b can I find out its magnitude yes will be magnitude of a minus b how do I get the magnitude of a minus b so what exactly we has done it so the magnitude of a minus b is r which is equal to under root a square plus into bracket minus b the whole square and b square ही आएगा plus 2ab what is the angle between these two vectors vector n minus vector b 90
degree.
agreed ये magnitude में लिखोगे ना तुम ये तुम यहाँ पे डायरेक्शन बताओगे नहीं क्योंकि जब भी स्टूडेंट्स तुमने इसका फॉर्मूला करेक्टली पढ़ा है ना स्टूडेंट्स इसका करेक्ट रिप्रेजेंटेशन कैसे करते हैं ध्यान से देखना मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ रिजल्टेंट स्टूडेंट्स अगर तुमने पढ़ा होगा तो आई हैव टोल्ड यू दिस स्टूडेंट्स हम इसको मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ a द होल स्क्वायर लिखते हैं यानी ये नेगेटिव साइन आएगा ही नहीं कहां पे भी प्लस मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ b द होल स्क्वायर लिखते हैं स्टूडेंट्स प्लस ट्वाइस मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ a मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ b cos थीटा ये ध्यान में रखना जरूरी है स्टूडेंट जब भी ये स्टूडेंट्स भूल जाते हैं ना तो फिर यहाँ पे बोलना शुरू करते हैं सर माइनस बी द होल स्क्वायर ऐसा बोलना शुरू करते हैं वो गलत है माइनस साइन आएगा ही नहीं यहाँ पे क्या ये क्लियर हुआ स्टूडेंट्स ना कॉस ऑफ 90 डिग्री तो 0 हो गया a square plus b square means कैसे सेम आंसर हम getting it so what's also will be root of
5
which column it shows
sir third
C.
absolutely correct. So is this clear to all of you all can I erase this part students
yes sir
Okay.
Yes.
So that's your end of your vector students. Okay, now we go for a new topic. Okay, we'll start today with a new topic. And from next lecture onwards, we'll be considering further with the new topic students. Okay. Shubh, you are from
Yes,
which?
sir.
You are
Sir,
from which?
Indigo House.
You are from Indigo. तुम्हारा kinematics हो गया?
No, sir. Sir, started.
Started ना? तो और Newton's laws of motion हो गया तुम्हारा?
Sir, start ही नहीं हुआ था.
क्या बोल रहे
नहीं
हो?
हुआ
हुआ ही नहीं है
Newton's
उसमें।
नहीं
Sir,
हुआ।
Newton's law of motion nahi hua. That Hemant sir told that he will do.
Okay, अभी ध्यान से सुनना students. I had a word with Hemant sir. And mind you students, ध्यान से सुनना. Everybody now students, now you are no more Indigo, you are no more nothing, you are now belonging to Purple group. Is that clear? So please, you are with Purple and you represent your batch. Is that clear? So see to that all the students who are in Purple group be united. United, you'll stand together. Is that clear? Now, when I had a word with Hemant sir also, Hemant sir clearly put forward to go ahead with kinematics because laws of motion को करने के लिए kinematics आना जरूरी है. You need to know the equations of motion properly. See, तुम्हारा laws of motion भी शुरू नहीं हुआ है. Kinematics already started, students. हाँ, Indigo batch, kinematics हुआ है तुम्हारे साथ में?
सर मतलब दोनों का अलग था
हुआ है।
मतलब इंडिगो हाउस का काइनेमैटिक्स का 1-2 लेक्चर हुआ था और क्या नाम है पर्पल हाउस का पहले से पूरा लॉज ऑफ मोशन कंप्लीट हो गया था पर जब बैच चेंज हुआ तो
यानी तुम लोग का लॉस ऑफ मोशन कंप्लीट हो गया तुम्हारा?
पर्पल
Sir,
हाउस
for
का
Yes, sir.
purple.
Purple has
Purple.
completed laws of motion. We are on
पहले वाले
citizen now.
पर्पल हाउस का
Really, but you all were belonging to Purple House, now initially.
नहीं
Yes,
सर, कुछ
sir.
बच्चे पर्पल के थे और अभी करंटली कुछ इंडिगो के और कुछ पर्पल।
हाँ, doesn't matter. अभी हम
तो
ये करेंगे
बैच
students।
सफल होने से पहले ही पर्पल हाउस का हो गया था।
Okay, fine, doesn't matter. तो हम क्या करेंगे? We go as per the index, my dear students. हम पहले kinematics करेंगे, 1 dimensional, 2 dimensional, projectile और circular complete करने के बाद में फिर हम laws of motion पे जाएंगे। Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, no more confusion to all the students. We will go exactly as per the index, students. Is that clear? The next we consider is motion in straight lines and motion in plane. That is kinematics 1 and kinematics 2, students. Is that clear? और kinematics 2 में आता है projectile motion भी आता है, circular motion भी आता है. उसके बाद में फिर Newton's laws of motion होगा. Okay, so don't worry about that. This particular chapter is also big enough. लेकिन बहुत सारे information इस chapter के अंदर भी. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we have done kinematics till acceleration.
Okay, fine. So PU, now question to you only. Arre, say students, everybody now going to zip, huh? Nobody is going to answer all questions to PU. Okay, all the individual students will be so happy. They'll be clapping in that case. Chalo, PU ka bhi answer denge, na? It's fine, students. Doesn't matter, students. Okay, students. When you speak about kinematics, students. Okay, so we speak about kinematics के ऊपर students यहाँ पे 1 dimensional motion है और 2 dimensional motion है. Okay, this is actually speaking about, we consider kinematics can be in straight line, or it can be in a plane. So this is 1 dimensional. That means kinematics 1 we consider is along straight line. Okay, a straight path we consider. 2 dimensional we consider is what we consider in a plane. Motion in plane. So we are trying to understand this part of it. When somebody asks you, students, what exactly you mean by the term kinematics? Come on, PO.
The
Please.
physics
Those
of
students-
motion.
Yes. What exactly said it? Study of?
Sir, I said physics of motion. You should
Physics
describe
of
the
motion.
motion of an particle, its position.
Okay. Anybody who wants to help out PU, the batch they used to belong, come on. Kinematics. Sure, bolo.
मोशन ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट
Motion of an object. Anybody else? Since kinematics speaks about motion of an object or a particle. स्वयं एक मिनट, स्वयं क्या बड़े बड़े स्टेटमेंट्स छोड़ रहा है? स्वयं क्या बात है? तेरे मोशन क्या बात है? Okay, ध्यान से सुनो students. Okay, motion of an object, students. Kinematics speaks about motion of an object, students. Very important, very important. Without knowing cause for motion. क्या ये क्लियर हुआ सबको?
Yes, sir.
Students, kinematics का मतलब क्या है? It's a study of motion of a body or a particle. Study of motion of body or a particle we consider, or simply we consider study of certain mathematical equations related to motion of a body we consider. लेकिन without knowing the cause for motion, यहाँ पे हम cause के बारे में पढ़ेंगे ही नहीं students. अगर कोई body move होता है तो कोई reason होगा ना move होने के लिए. Suppose अगर कोई body rest पे है students, अगर body rest पे, suppose if I consider this body is at rest, this particular object is at rest. I want to set into motion. To set into motion, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Students, क्या करोगे तुम?
Sir, apply force.
Yes, apply an external unbalanced force. Can I say external unbalanced force अगर मैं apply करता हूँ तो ये क्या बन जाता है सर, ये होगा कॉस फॉर मोशन। ये क्या होगा, कॉस फॉर मोशन। तो व्हाट इज अ ब्रांच ऑफ फिजिक्स स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट इज द ब्रांच ऑफ फिजिक्स? अ ब्रांच ऑफ फिजिक्स dealing with motion of a body, motion of a body। ध्यान से सुनना, knowing cause for motion, knowing cause for motion is simply called dynamic। ये कंसेप्ट आता है तुम्हारा एनएलएम में। कहां पे आता है? न्यूटन्स लॉज ऑफ मोशन में आता है स्टूडेंट्स। यानी जो स्टूडेंट्स ने न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ मोशन अगर कहाँ पे पढ़ा होगा तो वहां पे तुम मोशन के बारे में पढ़ोगे। ऑब्जेक्ट रेस्ट पे है, उसको मूव कर रहे हो, मूव करने के लिए तुम्हें एक्सटर्नल इम्बैलेंस फोर्स देना पड़ेगा, यानी तुम्हें कोई रीजन देना है कोई मोशन के लिए, तो ये हुआ तुम्हारा एक्सटर्नल कॉज। तो ये कौन सा स्टडी हुआ, ये कौन सा स्टडी हुआ? ये भी तो मोशन है ना, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या है, वी आर नोइंग द कॉज फॉर इट्स मोशन, एंड स्टूडेंट्स व्हाट इज द कॉज फॉर इट्स मोशन वी कंसीडर इज योर एक्सटर्नल अनबैलेंस्ड फोर्स। तो ये क्या हुआ सर, ये हुआ तुम्हारा डायनामिक्स। हम डायनामिक्स बाद में पकड़ेंगे, हम पहले काइनेमैटिक्स पढ़ रहे हैं। तो काइनेमैटिक्स होगा क्या, मोशन ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट विदाउट नोइंग द कॉज फॉर इट्स मोशन। तो जिन्होंने काइनेमैटिक्स इनिशियली शुरू किया, यहाँ पे तुम क्या पढ़ोगे सर? वी आर ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड लीनियर काइनेमैटिक्स, लीनियर काइनेमैटिक इक्वेशन स्टूडेंट्स, जो तुम लोग ने लोअर स्टैंडर्ड में पढ़ा है, जिसको हम नाम देंगे लीनियर काइनेमैटिक मोशंस, और वी से इक्वेशन of motion for a body moving along straight path having uniform acceleration। स्टूडेंट्स क्या ये स्टेटमेंट तुमने कहां पे पढ़ा है स्टूडेंट्स? हाँ स्टूडेंट्स बताओ। equation of motion for a body moving along straight path having uniform acceleration, क्या ये चीज तुमने कहां पे पढ़ी हुई है? हाँ स्टूडेंट्स। तो कोई भी स्टूडेंट्स थोड़ा सा भी वाइज होगा, थोड़ा सा भी स्मार्ट होगा, थोड़ा सा भी जिसको स्कूल का लेवल का फिजिक्स ध्यान में होगा, वो तुरंत बोलेंगे सर ये हमने सारी चीजें हमने क्लास 9th में पढ़ी हुई है। Whether you are an SSC student, whether you are a CBSE student, whether you are an IGCSE student, whether you are an ICSE student, सारों ने पढ़ा हुआ है। कौन से 3 इक्वेशंस ऑफ मोशन? ये जो इक्वेशंस ऑफ मोशन को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं?
न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ मोशन।
नो यार, न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ मोशन तो डायनामिक्स में चला गया। हेलो,
U+AT वो सब
V
ना।
is equal to UQ plus half।
V is equal to U plus AT। पढ़ा था कि नहीं पढ़ा था?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
sir. V is equals to
S
UT
is equal to UQ
U
plus
T
half।
plus half
half
AT
AT square.
Square and V square is
equals
U square plus 2AS.
ये तीनों इक्वेशन नहीं पढ़ा तुम लोगों ने 9th में?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
पढ़ा था.
तो यही चीज हम 11th में थोड़ा सा और इलैबोरेट करके पढ़ेंगे। यानी स्टूडेंट्स ये तुम्हें बहुत ही क्लियरली डिस्टिंग्विश करना जरूरी है, काइनेमैटिक्स का मतलब क्या, डायनामिक्स का मतलब क्या। यानी यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स ध्यान से सुनना, जब ये चैप्टर में पढ़ाऊंगा ना काइनेमैटिक्स, जब आगे हम प्रोसीड करेंगे, हम मोशन के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, हम इनिशियल वेलोसिटी के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, फाइनल वेलोसिटी के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, डिस्प्लेसमेंट के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, एक्सेलरेशन के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स कहाँ पे भी वर्ड फोर्स आएगा ही नहीं। यहाँ एक्सेलरेशन और ग्रेविटी के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, लेकिन कहाँ पे भी हम कॉज ऑफ मोशन यानी फोर्स के बारे में नहीं पढ़ेंगे स्टूडेंट्स। दैट इज व्हाट वी कॉल काइनेमैटिक्स। अ ब्रांच ऑफ फिजिक्स व्हिच डील्स विद मोशन ऑफ अ बॉडी नोइंग द कॉज फॉर इट्स मोशन, उसको हम बोलते हैं डायनामिक्स, एंड दैट इज न्यूटन्स लॉज ऑफ मोशन। ये बात की बात है। यहाँ पे तुम सिंपली कौन सा यूज करोगे इक्वेशन? यू विल यूज द इक्वेशन फादर इज इक्वल टू मदर। कौन सा इक्वेशन यूज करेंगे स्टूडेंट्स? फादर इज इक्वल टू मदर। What is the formula? Force is equal to mass into acceleration। यहाँ पे तुम ये इक्वेशन यूज करोगे, और यहाँ पे तुम कौन सी यूज करोगे? लीनियर काइनेमैटिक्स। क्या ये क्लियर हुआ स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, sir.
What does U stands for students? What does U stands for? Initial velocity।
Initial velocity.
what does V stands for? अगर मैं U लिखता हूँ, what does U stands for?
Final velocity.
What does S
Final.
stands for? What does S stands for? S bar stands for
Displacement.
displacement. What does A stands for?
Acceleration.
Acceleration. And T stands for time. Is that clear? अगर suppose ना तो सुना students, अगर मैंने S लिखा है और S बार लिखा है तो दोनों में फर्क है. Students, ये हो जाएगा distance और ये हो जाएगा displacement. ये ध्यान में रखना. Sorry. This is displacement. तुम S ऐसे लिखोगे या modulus of S में डालोगे. तो ये magnitude हुआ student. This is magnitude. Okay. This displacement is a vector. It has magnitude and direction. अगर suppose मैंने सिर्फ V लिखा तो V क्या होगा? V is for a speed. बट स्टूडेंट्स, अगर मैंने V भी तो बाहर डाल दिया तो ये क्या हो गया? क्या ये क्लियर हुआ स्टूडेंट्स? Okay. Next lecture will be continuing further as students. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So I will wind up the sessions. Okay.
Hi, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're copying it down, students? क्या photo खींच रहे हो?